Ryan, great to see you. Welcome to Popternative.
Yay, thank you so much. It is an honor to be here. Thank you.
It's exciting. I mean, the show's coming out this week. It's crazy, right? Because there's all these like waves of like bet, right? There's like you get cast for this, then you go film it, you wait, announcement
Yeah,
dates, right? Like, is it sunk in a little bit that it's coming out this week?
a little bit. It's kind of sunk in, but you know what? Not too much. Like, because I'm still in the same apartment I've been in for like 3 years, and it's not like my whole life has changed. And so, yeah, but we're so excited for people to see it tomorrow. So, yeah, we can't wait until the world sees it. And yeah.
What is your mindset in regards to kind of working on something that has original source material before it? Like there is the manga, this is the live adaptation on Netflix. Is there kind of like, do you have a relationship with the manga? Do you throw it away? Like what is that like for you specifically?
Yeah, so I do. Yeah, I read the manga. Miku actually gave us all the mangas right before we started filming. And Miku's Yumeko, the lead,
Yeah.
and she gave us all the mangas, and yeah, so we read that through. But we really wanted to make this like our own kind of interpretation of the whole story, kind of thing. So yeah, my character is like loosely based on Itsuki,
Mhm.
so but a little bit different, and so I wanted to take some of Itsuki's like character traits, but kind of just
Yeah,
make it my own and yeah, just have fun with it. Like Suki's like a crazy character and I just wanted to have fun with the role and try new things and yeah.
totally. Did you get to keep the hat?
No.
Did you go buy a hat similar to it? Like, will you ever wear a hat like that ever? Like, in public, do you think people are going to be like, oh, like it's too on the nose?
I don't think so. You know what? Suki's fashion is so different than mine, and which is why it was so fun because I got to wear like the long nails and I got to do all the
That is a very cool hat.
thank you. And
Absolutely.
oh, thank you. Yeah, and doing like the makeup and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so it
Yeah.
was cool to like step into a whole new world of like fashion and yeah.
Absolutely. So it's interesting, right? Because at some point you're gonna get scripts for this. Like you do the auditions, you get the sides, you get some information, but like you book the role and then you get the scripts and then you go to camera. And I feel like from an acting perspective, there's a lot kind of going through your mind question wise, but there's always gonna be your like main focus is on like your character, the character arc, the development, the relationship with other characters. But I feel like you're also interested in the overall kind of story of Bet and what happens throughout the series. But those are two different things, right? So how do you balance that as an actor? Like your character stuff and then the overall story? Because it's interesting to think about.
That's true. You know what? With Suki, like I just like always knew my place in the story, which
Yeah.
was kind of just to be like the comedic relief because the show is like so intense and you know, Yumeko and Ryan and all these characters, Michael, they all have these crazy storylines of just kind of really intense stuff. So I knew really my role in the whole project was just I was just one part of the puzzle, one piece of the puzzle, and my my job was just to be funny and kind of make it lighthearted. Except for, I mean, there are Suki is evil, and especially episode 2 when he's doing that, you know, working with Yumiko trying to take her down. But yeah, I think I just really wanted to like have fun with the role and. Yeah, you know, I did like I was a YouTuber for a while, so I did like skits and stuff for years.
You
Stupid
sure
stuff.
were.
I know. And that was a great part. I really enjoyed doing
I
that.
love the resurfacing of them too, like the reposts. That's the best part about it too.
I know. I'm like, maybe they'll never die as hard as I try.
I saw
But
I was telling in the pre-interview, you know, my shout out to my sister Helen. She's a big fan of your videos. Um,
Helen,
there was there's an interview. There's a video of you singing German.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, next question. No, I'm kidding.
No, there's just a lot of them. Absolutely. Do you feel like you're there? Okay, I'll get a question in here that has to do.
Oh no, I can talk about it.
We'll
Oh
get back
no.
on track. You know.
Oh no, I loved singing German. It was for a choir. It was for school
No, I,
choir.
okay,
I
but here's the thing.
wasn't
So,
just singing German
no,
for
no,
fun.
no. All right. Okay. Do you think the content creation stuff helped and complemented the acting and vice versa, or are they two
Right.
separate? Are they both
Oh,
separate?
good question. Oh, well, I think both. I think for the industry, yeah, I'm like, you don't want to hear that. I think both. I mean, yeah, people always, every single day, I'll get a DM that says, "Can you send a German video of you singing?"
No,
Like,
just
I
we
want
were
to say
just
German.
talking about this before I came down for the interview. That's why. Sorry. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I would say yeah, I mean the industries are both very different. Like YouTubers or like influencers versus acting, it's like
Yeah.
separate fields. So, well, that's the reason I got into being an influencer and doing skits was to like hopefully become an actor out of that or maybe get some eyeballs on me, but it never really happened like that. It just didn't. So,
Yeah.
anyway, but I will say what really helped was doing all these skits just helped me like be loose and like
Yeah.
actually help me for Suki was just because a lot of the times the director Simon will just say just do whatever you want and improvise and so I was like less nervous because I was like oh I've done this in my room to my iPhone for my followers so I kind of just had fun with it so yeah that helped just like relaxing
Yeah.
and it made me
Absolutely.
less nervous
You know
yeah.
what's interesting too is I always kind of ask a little bit of that question when there's people that like come on the show that like wear many hats and do a lot of it because like I mean it's like storytelling, right? Like we all do a lot of things, but I find
Mm.
it interesting as well where it's like I've had people on the show that like act and also model, and that one's like a 50-50. There's some people that like started modeling, then they like acted, and then the other way around, like they've acted, then they started modeling. But the
Yeah.
one that I find interesting is music. Like whenever there's someone who acts who also does music, it always seems like 8 out of 10 times, Ryan, like music came first. Every time.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
interesting to think about, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Because like
wonder
it's
if
like
it's
the musical
easier.
theater and all that too, singing German. Like it's all like
Yeah. See, well, I guess I started out with music, singing
a
German in
choir.
my
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah. No, it's
Oh,
interesting, right? The different kind of routes, right? Of like the different like routes to get to that performing path that you choose,
yeah,
right?
it's
Like it's
true.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like different forms of like just art and artistry. So yeah, a lot of times people are just like willing, if you're like an artist in one genre, you're willing to be an artist in a different genre.
Yeah.
So and also you just get whatever work you can. So
No, absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, it's interesting too to think about the fact that you're working on a series that has a lot of kind of elements at play, and I feel like the coming of age component because it's at a boarding schools is obviously evident there, but obviously the gaming component, the betting component is there. It's got a
Mhm.
lot of other things as well. You mentioned your character provides the comic relief. There's some more serious situations. There's a lot. How do you balance like from a script to screen journey, like reading all those elements in the script and then seeing them come to life, so to speak? Like what is that like for you specifically?
That's true. Oh, that's a great question. I think that I don't know how I balance it. Honestly, this is my first show, so I'm just like open. I'm just open. All my
Congratulations, by the way.
thank you. Thank you. I've been trying since I was a kid. All those failed audition videos.
What?
So it finally paid off, Mama.
I
But
finally like got the videos out of my head and you brought me right back.
and I brought it back
Yeah.
up. Um,
Legendary.
yeah, I actually honestly I was surprised
Yeah.
seeing, we watched the like screeners, like pre-watched the series, and I loved the way they edited it. Yeah, I'm like, what was the question?
I
No,
would
I was
love my dream
happy.
with this interview is for people to not know about your videos because I'm sure there's people that don't know what we're talking about
I
and
hope.
like immediately go and see the videos and I want to see the comments in my YouTube like I understand why they were laughing. Oh my god, these videos are like I'm hoping that happens because I bet you there's gonna be some people that don't know about your videos. Like it's gonna
Oh, of
happen. Yeah.
course, of course. Yeah, it's not like yeah, of course. So, um, I'm like, I hope not everyone knows about those videos.
No, I'm just saying, like, they're probably gonna be like, what are they talking about? Like, what is he talking about? They're just gonna go through like a big, like, kind of like marathon of your videos.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, anyway, the editing, like, I honestly
Yeah,
was so happy with the way they edited it, but also reading the script, you can't really, like, you can envision it, but you don't know until you see it.
no,
So,
for sure.
yeah,
No,
I was,
it's
yeah.
interesting to think about. Okay, so again, you're gonna have probably a different answer to this because you said first show and everything, and I'm sure down the road you're gonna work on more stuff and like you're gonna have more answers to this. But it's like it's interesting, right? Because it's like you show up and like we see a scene with you on screen that might be like 2-3 minutes runtime, but that might
Yeah,
have taken you like 2 or 3 days to film that one scene.
I
So
know.
like when that happens, does that feel like its own mini movie, or does it
Oh,
feel like an
it
overall part of the
does.
project?
Oh, it feels huge. Like I was really nervous shooting the episode 2 because there's like Well, I got to the set and then Simon said, "Do you want to do? Can we just shoot it continuously?" So the whole part of me with Yumeko on the table probably took like maybe half, actually the whole day to film. It took the whole day to
Yeah.
film. So anyway, but we didn't do any cuts like in between each. So it was probably like 10-minute long, just the cameras rolling. So I was like, oh gosh, I cannot mess up a line. Anyway, so I was definitely nervous about that, but that was probably my favorite scene to film, just because um it was, and also when I return, spoiler, but when I return in episode 6, just because it was like I love those long meaty scenes. It's fun as an actor.
Thank you for establishing when this interview is going to be posted. I appreciate it.
Tomorrow, yeah, yeah.
May 17th.
Okay, good. I'm like, good thing we're not live.
You know what's crazy though? It's gonna drop on Netflix worldwide, and I'm so happy for the cast and like Netflix and Netflix Canada, and it's just amazing. And congratulations! But it's like, you're gonna wake up when it's out, and across different time zones, a lot of people have already gonna probably binge it, and you're gonna be like, I haven't even had breakfast yet, and there's some people that have watched the whole series already.
I know. Oh, we're so excited. We're texting in the group chat like, what time? So apparently it's 2 a.m. tonight it'll drop, and so we're so excited.
The group chat's probably the group chat's probably buzzing for the last like week and a half right now.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, we're ecstatic, and yeah, and we went to Casa Loma.
Yeah.
You know Casa Loma, yeah.
I went to Casa Loma as a kid. It was the best.
I've never been. I went once for like it was just like an outdoor Christmas thing. But I've never been inside. And so we had the screening of that at Casa Loma last week, and it was so cool.
Yeah. So I'm like, my friends know, and I've started to do this online. I do this thing where I get really excited. I whisper for emphasis. It's a thing. Like all my friends know I do that.
Oh, cool. You do the opposite of what most people do.
At Casa Loma when I was a kid, there was a puppet show.
Oh, cool.
That's my only memory of it. I remember like it was the kids section after the tour, and it was like a puppet show.
Oh, I love that.
That definitely dates the story, right?
That's true. I haven't seen a puppet show in a while.
That's like my big memory. I remember going to You know what? Things just like are different when you're a kid because you're small, and like I think it's the look up thing where you like are at a castle, like how big it feels.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
but honestly, I when I saw Casa Loma, I was like, wait, this is huge. Literally last week. So maybe I'm just shorter than you. Maybe that's why. I'm like, wow, this is tall. But I don't know how to tell you what. But maybe you think it's different.
Oh, absolutely no. But I can't wait for people to see Bet worldwide on Netflix. Ryan, it was so great chatting with you, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Lovely chatting with you too. Thank you.
Your Instagram account is just your name if you want to keep up to date with everything?
Just my name, yes.
Cool. There's some good stuff. There's some good stuff on there.
Yeah, some good stuff. I was thinking, should I delete it, the videos? But I'm going to keep it up there just as a memory. So,
yeah, for sure. But like... Well, this has been Pop Turnitin. YouTube.com/Pop Turnitin for previous episodes. You can catch Ryan in Bet, streaming worldwide on Netflix. Until next time, this is Ryan and PD Beats, signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Pop Turnitin. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Pop Turnitin on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.